$100 a week or just $14 a day is about the cost of a fast food meal, 2 specialty coffees, or an impulsive online purchase. On the other side of this whiteboard is $1 million. $1 million. The key point is not simply reaching this $1 million, but understanding what happens at the $100,000 mark. So once you cross that threshold, the dynamics shift significantly, though many people do not realize it. And I'll tell you why. Whether you're working towards your first $100,000 or have already reached it and are planning your next steps, this video will explain how the math works, why $100,000 is actually 1/3 of the way to $1 million, not 10%. And what changes once you reach that milestone. Let's get into the math. Okay, you've probably heard this quote before, and it's attributed to Albert Einstein, even though no one really knows if it's true or not. Compound interest is the 8th wonder of the world. There's just one problem. Historians and fact checkers have found no actual evidence Einstein ever said it. Okay, so let's stop with this corny quote already. Whoever did say it was onto something though. So compound interest means your money earns a return, and then those returns earn their own returns. The interest is working just as hard as your original dollars, okay? So this is a snowball. This is year 1. This is year 36. It gets bigger as time goes on. So most people, they understand this in theory just because it's been talked about so much, but almost nobody fully understands it in practice, okay? Because the numbers, they look so boring for such a long time. Like you're grinding, you're saving, the account is barely moving, and you're wondering like, why am I even putting money into this? So, and then one day you wake up and then you have a nice little nest egg there. So every great snowball starts out as a snowflake, okay? The question is whether you have the patience to let it roll or not. So you have to think of your dollars not as money or currency, but as employees, okay? Think of them as soldiers. So how do you want to allocate your resources in order to grow your company, okay? So if they're your employees, you're the CEO of your financial company. So let's answer that math right now. Okay, so this is the blueprint. Let me set the parameters before we actually run the math because these numbers matter, okay? We are investing $100 a week. That works out to $5,200 a year. We're assuming an 8% average annual return. So now you might be thinking,
isn't the S&P 500 closer to 10%?
Yes, but 10% is the nominal return, okay? Once you adjust for inflation, you're looking at somewhere between 7 and 8% in real purchasing power terms, okay? I would rather use the conservative numbers so we aren't projecting something that falls short in the future or in real life, okay? So here's what's crazy. Over 36 years, you will have personally put in about $187,000 out of pocket, out of your own money, okay? So your total account value crosses $1 million. This means that the market generated roughly $800,000 in growth that you did not have to work for, okay? Yes, you worked for the seed, okay, the original contribution, the market did the rest. So you contributed about 18% of that final number. Your money contributed 82%. That ratio is the entire argument for starting early and staying consistent. Now, let me show you how this actually plays out because it doesn't happen evenly. And understanding the 3 phases changes how you think about the entire journey in this next section. Okay, phase 1, this is years 1 through 12. Phase 1 is the grind, and I'm not going to sugarcoat it, okay? It's gonna be a pain in the butt. So you are investing $100 a week at 8%, and after 12 years, you finally hit $100,000. 12 years, that's a long time. That's 3 presidential elections. That's a kid going from kindergarten to high school. And in those 12 years, you personally contributed over $62,000 out of your own pocket. So the market chipped in about 40-ish or so, depending on, obviously, the conditions at the end of year 12. But based on our assumptions, you can see that, again, you're contributing, if this is 100 grand, I mean, 60% of this is gonna be your own money, okay? So you're doing the majority of the heavy lifting here. So your investments, they're starting to warm up, they're starting to generate a little bit of return based on the math, but again, you're still doing some of the heavy lifting. So the analogy that I like to use for this grind phase is think of it like a big water wheel. It's like getting a big water wheel turning, okay? So this phase can also feel like pushing, a boulder up a hill. And a lot of people, they quit right here. It's the same thing as people trying to lose fat, okay? They count their calories, they start being in a caloric deficit, they eat healthy, do all the right things, but it's not coming off, but then it comes off all at once. It's very similar how that works. It's kind of eerie. So they look at the account after years like 5 or 6, same thing as you dieting for like 5 or 6 weeks, and you're like, this is not working, okay? It is working, it's just not going to show at first. So if we go back to the snowball analogy, every great snowball starts out as a snowflake. So stick with it because phase 2 is where it starts to get interesting, and that's what we're gonna cover right now. Okay, are you ready for phase 2? Phase 2 is the shift. This is when things start to shift in your favor. So phase 2 runs from year 12 to 18, okay? This is 6 years. So remember, 0 to 12, 12 to 18, half the time. And 2 things happen here that actually change everything. So first, you double your net worth from $100,000 to $200,000 in just 6 years, not 12. This timeline is already compressing. Second, in the 6-year phase, you personally contributed about $31,200, but your investments generated over $68,000 in interest or return. So for the first time in this journey, your money is actually outworking you. Remember those soldiers and employees we talked about? So the compound interest line has crossed, okay? This has crossed the contribution threshold, and this is kind of like the flip or the shift. That is the moment you've been building toward for 12 years. And I want to point something else out on this board. When you hit $200,000, you are already halfway to 1 million, halfway. I know it's 20%, relax. We're not talking in years, not in effort, but in terms of where the math is taking you. The second half of this journey, which we get to 1 million over here, it looks nothing like the first half. Phase 3 is going to show you just how different it gets. But before that, let's get into today's video sponsor, strawberry.me. Real quick, before we keep going, everything I just showed you on this board assumes you keep investing consistently over time. But the math gets there a lot faster when your income is growing too. But before we even talk about that, I want you to ask yourself a few quick questions. Are you actually progressing in your career? At the end of the day, do you feel satisfied with what you're doing, or are you just glad it's over? Do you have a clear next step in mind, or are you just waiting for the right opportunity to show up? And if you stay in the same role for another year, would you feel good about it? Or would you feel like, hey, I should have made a move sooner? I ask these questions because your income usually doesn't outgrow your direction, which is why I want to tell you about today's sponsor, strawberry.me. Strawberry is a career coaching platform that matches you one-on-one with a professional to help you get clarity on exactly what you want in your career, who will help you build a real structured plan around your specific goals and not just offer generic advice, but an actual roadmap. Whether you're trying to land a promotion, negotiate the salary you deserve, or finally make a career move you've been sitting on, this is how you stop guessing and start moving. There's a big difference between hoping something changes and having a real plan. The coaching is virtual and flexible, so you can do it on your own schedule. And it's affordable and built for anyone who's serious about growing. Your career is the engine behind everything we talked about in this video. It's worth investing in. Go to strawberry.me/Marko and get 50% off your first coaching session. Link is down in the description. Phase 3 is the snowball, baby. This is years 18 through 36. And this is where compound interest stops being a math concept and starts feeling like something you can actually see and touch. By year 36, your account crosses $1 million. You personally invested about $187,000 over your entire life of contributions. The market built over $800,000 on top of that. But here's the number I really want you to focus on. At $1 million invested at 8%, you are adding roughly $80,000 a year in appreciation without selling a single share. You're doing this without doing anything, okay? So you go from grinding to hit your first $100,000 over here by increasing your net worth to over $1 million and by increasing it by $80,000 every year. Obviously, it depends on what the market does, okay? If the market drops, if your portfolio is worth $1 million and the market drops 20%, now you have $800,000, okay? So this is just assuming over a long period of time, the average has typically been 7-8% after inflation. So this appreciation keeps going. If we fast forward, I didn't have enough space on the board, but if you fast forward to year 45 and you're sitting at over $2 million now, generating over $160,000 a year in interest. Okay, that's if at 8% that we talked about. So this is all off $100 a week that you started putting in decades ago, okay? This is not a get-rich-quick story. In fact, it's a get-rich-slow story, and that's what I've been teaching on this channel for years. So this patience, this is what it actually looks like when you put a real number on it. Okay, so here is the framing I want you to take away with you into the rest of your life after watching this video. When you hit $100,000 invested, you are 1/3 of the way to $1 million. 100 equals $1 million. Not in terms of the dollar amount. We talked about this. You're obviously only 1/10 of the way there in dollars. But in terms of the compounding journey, in terms of the effort and time required, $100,000 is the real turning point, because at $100,000 earning 8% a year, you are automatically generating about $8,000 in appreciation annually without even touching anything. Again, it's the golden goose that keeps on giving. So you now have a base that is working around the clock. And every year that base grows and generates more and more, you get to the next phases and it keeps compounding. So the road does not just continue after $100,000 flat or vertical, if you will, or excuse me, horizontal. It actually tilts downhill and it gets easier. Remember that first slide we talked about? So your contributions still matter, but they matter less and less, okay, as a percentage of your total growth. Because remember, you invested 187,000 and you got to 1 million because the market did the other 800 something grand, okay? So the first $100,000, that is the most important and the hardest, because you're building that base from which all of this is building on, okay? So everything after it gets progressively easier. So most people treat $100,000 as a milestone, but it's actually a launching pad or a springboard. Now, this next section describes the psychology and why all of this actually compounds faster. There's something no spreadsheet can actually capture, and that is the psychological shift that happens once you cross that $100,000. When you watch that number hit 6 figures for the first time, something changes, and it's not just a financial milestone, it's proof that the strategy works. Again, if you go back to being in a caloric deficit and you start to see abs, what do you think you're gonna do? You're gonna start shoveling ice cream down your throat? No, okay, you're gonna stick with it and get even more lean, okay? It's working, the process is working. So this is the same thing as following a diet, because being in a caloric deficit and starting to see results in the mirror is exactly the same thing as this. So what I have here are 3 factors, and that's proof of your behavior and that it's working. So you have increased motivation, so that means you may want to start to contribute more. Your contributions get bigger. That's what these 3 arrows are trying to say. So increased motivation, increased contributions, and then along this, it typically changes you financially. So you're either saving more money to contribute more, or you're obviously progressing down your career path and making more money, which allows you to contribute more as well. So again, it's the trifecta. So what I noticed on my own journey, just by changing my diet around, you become way more energetic, way more focused, way more intentional. Because if you can actually manage what you put into your mouth, 99% of people, they just kind of go through the day and just eat whatever. But when you actually have your meals planned out, I'm telling you, the same thing happens financially. More motivation, bigger contributions, bigger income. Trust me. Okay, my thoughts at the end of the video. As always, I have been investing since 2006, and I'll tell you what I think is the real obstacle here. It's not the math. Nobody argues with the math. There's a million calculators online. But $100 a week, 8%, 36 years, $1 million bucks, that sounds simple. But the obstacle is the 12-year stretch at the beginning, okay? It's the start of your diet. It's the start of your caloric deficit. It feels like nothing is happening. You're eating cottage cheese, you're eating salmon, you're doing whatever, and you're like, dude, I'm still fat. What is going on? But you have to realize it takes time, okay? The most difficult part is consistency. So that stretch is gonna test you every single time in the market, in your diet, in anything, starting a business, okay? So when you see that barely getting any traction, whether it's when I started whiteboardfinanceuniversity.com or whatever, any of this stuff, you're like, why am I even doing this? This sucks, it's a lot of work. But the more consistent you are, the more value delivered, the more disciplined you are, you're going to see the proverbial 6-pack abs, you're going to see your business grow, you're going to see a lot of things in life happening positively. There's 2nd order effects, 3rd order effects, 4th order effects that you're not even aware of. Same thing with investing, you guys. You have to be you have to have time in the market, okay? You're not gonna get rich quick overnight. And if you do, there's 10,000 other people that haven't. That brings me to whiteboardfinanceuniversity.com, my private community. We have full courses. We have live streams every Thursday at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time with me. I show you everything that I buy. Check out the month of April. Look at these trades. This is insane, dude. Are you kidding me? I'm giving this away. By the time you see this, it's either gonna be $10 or $20 a month, okay? I'm trying to keep it as economical as possible because I wanna help as many people as possible, but I'm also giving away a lot of stuff basically for free. So it's $10 or $20 a month to change your financial foundation, okay? Again, stop going to fast food for $10 or $20 a day, not a month, a day, okay? Just do this. It's way better than a gym membership. All right, guys, thank you so much. As always, share the video with 12,000 friends. Hit the like button, hit the bell notification, hit subscribe, do all that stuff. Send me a Longhorn gift card in the mail. And as always, have a prosperous day. Dude, I've been getting so many comments lately. It's so funny. It's literally 50-50. Well, not 50-50. It's actually like 90-10. Some people are like,
Oh, you're not funny. I can't watch this anymore. Your jokes suck. Da 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 da.
and then other people are like, this is the funniest stuff I've ever seen. So at the end of the day, dude, I'm not here to entertain you. I'm here to educate you. I'm just trying to take a historically dry subject that people have made 8 million videos about and just try and make it fun, okay? Add my own little twist on it. Like being with a friend, you know, going for a walk with a friend, grabbing a beer at the bar. But again,